Peter is writing to those people and warning them that there will be persecution. What this is for us today is you being bashed on social media for sharing your faith boldly, or in your school, or on your ball team, or at your workplace. What Satan wants to do is frighten you enough about that to give you enough fear that you will shut your mouth and not say anything else about it. Not that he has any power over your life, but he will make it seem like your life will end, your popularity, how your friends view you. And we feel like, I need to be quiet. I don't need to talk about Christ. I don't need to be a witness. And yet, that's exactly what we're all called to do. What will happen to you? What are we afraid of? Will you get put in jail right now in this country? Will you be thrown to the lions? Will you be drawn out of your home and beat? No, not here, not yet. Maybe one day we'll get to that point, but right now we have it as easy as it will ever be. And yet we are afraid to speak the name of Christ. What you begin to do is say, I don't really want to go through this. This is too difficult. I don't want to speak Jesus because I'll be the weirdo on my team. I'll be strange, or I'll stick out, or I won't fit in. And we begin to say, I don't want to be associated with Christ or the church or my youth group. And we begin to isolate ourselves. And yet, because we're already a child of God, we don't really fit in with the world, but we also don't want to fit in over here. And what happens is we end up in this space in the middle, isolated, and that's where the Satan will strike and take us out, just like the lion would. We cannot do that. We must stand firm in our faith, not be afraid, because he has no power. And Satan, like that old lion, can only resort to scare tactics of persecution, which is real, but it is not a reason to abandon your faith. Our ancestors in the church, they were persecuted severely. They were ridiculed. They were taken out of their home. They were in prison. They were enslaved. They were thrown into the arenas of Rome to be torn apart by real lions, while the citizens of Rome watched for entertainment. Just like today, when we go and watch a football game in an arena, people in that time would go to the Colosseum in Rome, eat bread, drink wine, as they watched us, our ancestors spiritually, die in the Colosseum while they cheered it on. That's what our heritage is. They were facing persecution, and they resisted the devil, and they wouldn't allow him to take away their faith. Even in their death, they still retained their victory, because their life, as ours is hid in Christ. If our life is hid in Christ, it says that we will also live with him because he lives. And our life is not our own. And so if it is not mine and it's hid with Christ, the devil cannot touch it. And even if my life is taken from me, I still have the victory. If I can stand in faith till that last second, till that last moment, until I see Christ once and for all at the end.